I really have to say, I love so much this idea of that we can adjust the pressure and that the child can adjust the pressure themselves. Um, I while we were in Louisiana, we saw a lot of individuals who were on the autism spectrum of all ages that were at the conference. And there were several times when I saw parents who, and I was one of them at one point, that my son usually regulates himself pretty well at this point at 13, but there was so much noise in the conference hall and it was just like never ending noise that at least once during the week he stood up and I was giving him squishes, what we call squishes, that we used to do all the time when he was little because he needed it. And it reminded me that we're going to be sending him off to college, not all in the not too distant future. And I was thinking about Temple Grandin and how she needed that deep pressure, and invented a cow squisher, but how everybody made fun of her in the dorms because that's what she needed to be okay. And that you've made something, Lisa, that any college student could wear, any third grader could wear, and nobody would know. Like even the teachers wouldn't know that that's what they were doing. Again, I'm going to use the word smart. Now, Temple Grandin has had an opportunity to see these vests, right?
Yeah, she has. Yeah, we met her last year at the ASA summer before, and we actually designed a cowgirl style vest just for her. And it was a cowgirl style snug vest. It's pretty cool, so we gave that to her as a gift because she was a big inspiration for kind of why I did this, because I sometimes joke and say, well, the snug vest is like the wearable squeeze machine or the wearable hug machine.
And it is. That's exactly what it is. I'm sure Temple loves her vest. What a great idea to make one that's a cowgirl vest for her. So, and there's more and more studies that are coming out about this, right, Lisa? About what the deep pressure can do for our kids.
Absolutely, yes. There's more research. We're also working on a number of different clinical studies right now. One of them of which we've shown a reduction in cortisol levels, which is an indicator of stress. Some other studies have shown an increase of serotonin levels in the brain. And yeah, we're always working on more research and collecting more data to build a body of research to support deep pressure therapy.
And I want parents to realize that, helping our kids to decompress and de-stress is so vital. It's vital for their mental well-being, but it's vital for their physical well-being too. We know that if all of the chemicals that our body goes through when we're stressed present wear and tear on our inner organs. So it's a health issue that's a mental health and a physical health issue as well. And I don't know how everybody else feels, but I feel as a parent, it's our responsibility to give our kids every tool that we can, to help them to deal with the stress and the strain of, sometimes for some of our kids it's sensory issues that they need to deal with the stress from, and other times it's other things. But it almost doesn't matter where it starts. We need to deal with it.
Absolutely.
And I know you had we have a couple of pictures of a couple of kiddos that you were going to tell us their stories of using the snug vest. Matt, can you put up one of the pictures that we have? And then I'll tell you which picture it is.
Sure.
Because you've had lots of great stories. So we've got a little girl who's looks like she's playing with Play-Doh, and she's got her blue zippered vest on, and she's got some blue Play-Doh with a feather in it. Tell us about this young lady.
Yeah, so she uses that in the classroom to help her focus, and since she's been wearing her snug vest, her handwriting has even gotten better because she's also has a traumatic brain injury, which actually makes her hand shake as well, and so she's able to write handwriting, and she wrote this beautiful thank you letter, and her grades have actually improved since using snug vest, which is amazing.
Amazing. And then can we see the other picture as well, Matt? And you probably know what the other one is. So it's a young tyke here, a boy it looks like, but he's got a red zipper.
Yeah, so this is little Anthony, and he has sensory processing disorder. and he actually had a lot of tantrums and meltdowns. And so, since they used their snug vest, they were able to decrease 80% of the meltdowns and tantrums that he was having. And his mother said that school was constantly telling her to medicate her child, and since he's been using the snug vest, they stopped bothering her about that and saying, you need to put your kid on
Wow.
medication because he's being so disruptive. So he's actually able to, be um, aware and be there in the classroom and
What an
be
amazing
happy.
thing. What an amazing thing. It must be so rewarding for you to know that having come up with this, that you're making things possible for kiddos that you're not even ever going to get a chance to meet. That's got to be really rewarding for you, Lisa.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's the reason why we do what we do because it's especially running a business is so hard. And if it weren't for that and those stories that come in, I would quit already.
Right.
Because that's what really propels us to move forward is when we get those success stories.
Wonderful. And are more and more schools starting to look at this and realizing that this is something that they should have on hand?
Absolutely. We have a number of school districts in the U.S. that are using SnugVest in the classrooms. And also, we have a number of therapy centers, clinics, home centers for home use. So, a lot of different types of institutions and individuals are benefiting from this product.
Lisa, I'm really impressed with you. Like I got to be honest with you. When we visited you in the booth, and I just thought you're so young. I just thought that you were some young thing working in the booth. I like if I you could have knocked me over with a feather to know that you are the founder and the CEO of this company. I'm so impressed with you.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you again. Where can we get the vest?
So you can get it on our website, which is the best place to get SnugVest. It's www.snugvest.com.
Okay, and for families who maybe are looking in this at this and thinking that they'd really like to get a vest and perhaps money is scarce. I want to put out there. I don't think that there's been a request yet at Autism Care and Treatment Today, but Autism Care and Treatment Today gives grants for things that families need, and so I want to tell people that they can put in a grant request for SnugVest. Are there other organizations that you know that help families to be able to get these as well if it's a financial hardship?
Yeah, there have been a number of different charities on a case-by-case basis, such as Mr. Seals or Variety Club, local Lions clubs and stuff like that.
Okay.
And really, it depends on, they're all kind of different depending on where you live and depending on what diagnosis you have. Also, some parents have been successful in getting Medicaid reimbursement.
Awesome.
Don't know the step-by-step because it's different for everyone in every state, from my understanding. Also, just we do offer a 60-day money-back guarantee on our product because it's something that doesn't help everybody. We don't want parents to be stuck with something and then their kid doesn't want to touch it because it has Velcro and that freaks their kid out or whatever it might
Right.
be. So we do offer that 60-day money-back guarantee on our product.
Fabulous. Lisa, you're remarkable. I so have enjoyed talking to you. And I will look forward to talking to you again soon. And it's snugvest.com, correct?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Check it out, and also check out. You can see Jem and I there with Lisa at the conference. If you go to our Facebook and go and scroll down to where we did live a week ago from there, and you can see Jem putting on the vest and getting all pumped up, and it was really fun. So great meeting you. Thank you so much, Lisa.
You too. Take care.
Bye bye.